All right. What's good, everybody? Woo! My phone almost fell. Happy Thursday. My name's Kevin, aka Toying Around, and you are watching Unboxing Thursdays. This is a weekly live stream where I dig into my wall of toys that I haven't opened. Usually I don't get to it because I end up buying new stuff, which gets opened first anyway. But it's a push to open more stuff so that I can reduce that pile, make more space, and with that space I can buy more toys. So, if you watch the show, maybe there's a toy that you don't have, that you don't want to open yet, you don't know about it, or you just want to see two grown men play with toys, or two or more. This is the show for you. For the last few weeks, you guys have been crushing it with the likes and the comments, so thank you very much. That's a huge help and boost to the channel. So if you can like and share wherever you can, that's awesome. Tonight's guest, it's Toi Soldier Photography, which you should already know. Next week, I'm going to have the Fallen Fett from Toy Migos. That's November the 12th, and is that right? November 12th. And then the Thursday after that will be with the Monstars that we've dubbed ourselves. Drew Olive, Slay's Toys, and Plastic Life. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel, hit the bell so you get a notification when I go live here, so you can watch us open some toys. My guest for today is a friend of mine that I've known in the toy community for a while. We talk a lot of shit about TV shows and parenting and stuff like that. Let me see. And he is the former Photo Combat champion. It is Mr. Al Chang. Switch? Al, you're on.
What up?
What's going on, man? Oh, I have to figure out how to do sound effects because I want to do the trap horn and like the gunshots, like a Joe Budden podcast. Just be like, bah, 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 bah.
Yeah. Turn it into a radio show.
Yeah, man. What's going on? For people who aren't familiar with your work, why don't you give them a quick summary?
I am a avid collector, and I've been for many years now. Got into toy photography about the same time as I started collecting. I pretty much got into collecting because of toy photography. If it wasn't for toy photography, I wouldn't be as compulsive as I am with buying shit. Like a lot of people out here, but that's about it. That, and a film student, almost done with school, break into the industry, do a lot of editing, things like that, working on my own project.
Yeah, man. You have a lot of things going on.
Yeah, to say the least, but that's better than not having anything going on. So
cool, man. Well, I know that you have a lot of stuff. When I asked you, I said, hey, Al, you got anything to open? And your answer, which I loved, was a shit ton. So, what I normally do is, you're the guest. Why don't you cycle through, show everyone what you have to open tonight. And I'm going to have them comment in the comments, what they want to see you open first. So why don't you cycle through your stuff.
All right, so I know a bunch of people got these.
Yeah, I got a couple of those. Wait, is that the...
Yeah, I got...
Hellfire, yeah.
Yeah. I got 10 of these. I don't think I'm going to open all 10. Got to stock up, man.
You should check the eyes, the painting on the eyes. So
is it?
Laser Pants, who was on a few weeks ago, he said he got 10, and like all 10 of his had crooked eyes.
Yeah, this one I have one open. This one looked like he's kind of cockeyed.
Yeah, like Rick James' bodyguard from Chappelle's show.
You could barely see the eyes though. I got that. I got the storm skeletons.
Beautiful.
Yeah, been waiting to open these. I know this just been sitting there catching dust. Yep. I got Wolverine in there too.
Nice.
Catching dust. Let me see.
All right, that one's pretty recent.
Yeah.
Within a month at least.
And another Batman Hush.
Beautiful.
I've been wanting to crack this open for the longest time. And then I got a few more I'll get around to. They're in the closet right over here, tucked away. Let me see. Hold on. Actually, let's see. Let me see real quick.
All right. While Al hits up the closet, I'm going to give a shout out to some people in the chat. Thank you for tuning in tonight. If you're here right now, make sure you hit the thumbs up. Who is first today? Ronald Ramos is first. He said he's going to clock out to lunch. He checked in first, and then he went on lunch, so that's awesome. Heroes World Online is here. What's going on? Verdon's Hobbies. Nice to see you, bro. Terrence, every week. Thank you. What you got, Al?
Yeah, Joe, Cobra Commander.
Oh, nice.
SDCC exclusive. See what this looks like. I haven't even opened the box. And then Ghost in the Shell. This is the old one.
Oh, that's very old.
It's super old. I've been thinking about either selling it or I'll open it.
So it's sat around like that long figure. Where it's moved into the phase of I'm ready to sell it?
I didn't even know I had this. And what's crazy is I'm sure it's like this for every collector. When you have so much shit, you start looking around your pile, or you just have shit tucked away, and then you start looking for it again to buy it because you don't remember you had it. It's like for the longest time I kept looking on eBay for this.
Really?
Yeah, and I saw that the price was like, I think this is going for like a good amount now. And it was like in my cart. I was like, fuck, should I pull the trigger? And then like a couple of days ago, I was looking through shit and I found this at like the bottom of a barrel. I was like, what the fuck? When the fuck did I even buy this shit? There's so much shit, dude.
It's weird because as a parent, I'm sure you understand. Sometimes you just forget shit that you have to do. Probably like in the middle of doing it. Right?
Oh my god.
But something about toys, I've never forgotten that I had something, and I've never bought a duplicate by accident.
Oh, I have.
I don't know.
I bought shit by accident.
Maybe I'm just not focused on the right things. But like even growing up, this toy room is a mess. Growing up, my bedroom was always a mess. But I knew exactly where everything was.
Yeah.
It was like organized chaos. Like you can ask me, where's this? And I'll just lift up this pile of papers and it'll
yeah, for sure.
Something about that and like toys, I just know what I have.
And it's not even, dude, I don't even have as much as some of these other guys that we know, right? But it's gotten to a point where it's like I buy one after another. And I think it's the fact that after I get it, I don't have time to like be with it.
Right.
So I put it away and then there's something else that shows up. And then I think that's where shit gets lost.
Yeah, that for sure happens. Well, I mean, that's kind of the whole point that I'm trying to do here, get people to open their toys, get people to
yeah, man.
Because you're a creative guy and you do a lot of toy photography, and I'm sure there's sometimes you just get into a lull or life catches up, and when you open a toy or you see something, even if you open it yourself or somebody sees me open it on the channel, it just gives you ideas. You start just your brain starts moving.
Yeah. For sure. I get motivated. I get inspired all the time, and it's just having the time,
Yeah, I hear you.
Some of these guys, they have the time to do it. It takes a lot of dedication to sit down, you know, set up. I don't know. I don't know how. Well, I kind of see like from behind the scenes from some of these guys that do take photos. They have dedicated rooms
Yeah.
for their stuff, right? Like they already have. They don't have to put it away,
Yeah.
right? So I think that's like one of the bigger hurdles for me to like get everything I want out, do it, and then put it away. Versus just having the shit there, and it's like boom boom, lights on, everything's there. I do it, I don't do it, you know.
And do you wait till the kids are asleep?
Yeah, I have to.
Do they like
Just leaving shit as it's like too much clutter for them, you know? Like they'll get to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they know like this is Dad's toys? I gotta ask.
Oh yeah,
they just rip.
They know, but I'm not gonna be like, oh, you can't touch it, you know?
Yeah.
Like even my DTOF, they'll come and they'll stare at it, and I'll fucking be like, what do you want to look at, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Pop it open, let them grab it.
Well, my daughter's 5 now. She knows. She's like, Daddy, can I look at this? I'm like, yeah, of course, and I'll give it to her. But my son's 2, and he'll just rampage through here. It will be like Godzilla.
Oh yeah.
Through downtown.
We had to move my DTOF when my twins were born.
Yeah.
We had it in the living room next to the TV, and they were like,
yeah,
earthquake every time. So we're like, oh hell no, dude, this thing's gonna crack.
You can hear the glass shelf kind of shaking in its little slot.
Yeah, man. So we had to put it away.
Yo, Smash Labs says Al is gonna break some toys. I hope not.
Break your toys.
Break your toy. Vern is against the trap horn. Paul Morales, what's going on, buddy? Welcome back to the show. Chad Kinsler's here. Thank you very much again. Darth Clueless. Chad Kinsler says, I need those Hellfire goons. Didn't they go back up like a 3rd time? You should get on those, man. Jason, my friend Jason says his son would like to know what kind of camera I'm using. This camera that I'm on right now is the Sony A7 III. What's up, Ben? How's it going? I think you're old enough to know not to use the profanities that we're using tonight, but just tell your dad to cover your ears.
Oh, I'll keep it clean. I didn't know.
No. It's cool.
Oh, okay.
It's all good. All right, Ronald Ramos is here. So, out of the pile that you have, what's the one that you've been itching to open the most?
Let's check out the Hellfire real quick.
Dope.
Let's see.
Yo, RMD Collective says first time checking out the live. Welcome. We're just here. We're just 2 guys hanging out, chatting, opening toys. Here, while Al opens that, I'm gonna show you what I have this week. This is a pickup. It's not for today because I'm not gonna open it. It's the Credit Collection Mandalorian.
Let me see. Pull it down. Which one is that?
Oh, right.
That's
you're here.
Oh, okay.
So, I like this because I'm a big fan of the old Ralph McQuarrie concept art for Star Wars. So when they do the concept art at the end of every episode, I was always like, I always sat through the credits just to look at the art and the different concepts and stuff. So this gimmick got me. Like regular normal retro cards didn't really get me, but the concept art and this stupid credit thing is kind of like making me want to open it, even though I could just 3D print that. So that's not gonna be opened. I got 2 of those. That's going to my friend John at Heroes World. He's gonna get the other one. I also got the Imperial Death Trooper, just because the Death Trooper Black Series is probably one of the best troop builders in Black Series. This one.
Oh yeah, I want a couple of those.
And the Scarif Trooper. It's got like purple shading. You can see the purple on his helmet here in the concept art or in the sketches. So it's kind of there. It's there on the forearm and the bicep. I'm gonna get it up close here. A little bit for you. But like it's cool that it has the Kenner logo here. Did Kenner ever do like a credit collection wave of Star Wars where like you got money here?
No, I don't think so.
Because I'm wondering what this has to do with Kenner. So those aren't going to be opened.
Those aren't gonna be open.
No, those are going to the last remaining bare wall to
Oh,
decorate.
nice.
For whatever reason, I mean, this has only been out a month here in Canada. I think it's a $70 set at retail, and then
Damn.
Toys R Us already has it on clearance for $55 or $56 somehow, and then Amazon had the same price. But I ended up getting this from Toys R Us. My friend Jason, who's watching right now, he's getting the Old Man Logan. I'm gonna keep this, the Hawkeye, and we're splitting that set, so I'm gonna open that up tonight. Power Rangers, Dino Charge. Is Dino Charge? Yes, Dino Charge. Black Ranger, the Australian dude. And if we have time, I think I will finally open my Hasbro PulseCon Star Wars Black Series Endor
Nice.
Return of the Jedi Heroes of Endor set.
Nice.
How's your Hellfire Club going?
Yeah, his eyes cockeyed.
Is that the second one or the first one?
Yeah, this is the second one. I wouldn't be surprised if they're all like that. You can barely see though.
Yeah, because they're not just a hole in the mask, like they're a little bit deep in there too, right? In the eye holes.
Yeah, it's in there. For all you young bucks, if you guys have this Hellfire mask or Hellfire, if you take a look at his mask, you see that line down his face?
Yeah.
That's what happens to your wife's belly when she gets pregnant. That's for you young. That's a fun fact.
I really thought it was something like comic related, like you were gonna have you had some reference to go into, like an issue whatever
facts.
of X-Men.
We're gonna teach some old man shit today.
They don't teach you that in sex ed. They only teach the sex part.
Yeah,
but
man.
no, you know what? I think I found that more hilarious because it is relatable. You are correct. That line. You know, it's not a bad thing. It's nature. It's beautiful. It's the circle of life. But you know, just that I really did not expect that from the Hellfire Club. That was not the.
That's the first thing I noticed when I got. I was like, "What the fuck is this shit?" You have that belly line on his face.
That's hilarious. That's the thing about comedy. Like sometimes it's not the funniest thing that you say. It's the unexpectedness. Like you're expecting a certain punchline. So I'm expecting, you know, something comic related, X-Men related, and you're like, oh, maybe these young kids haven't read this issue from, you know, 1973 or something.
Yeah, we'll get them versed in different ways today. All right, let me crack open these skulls or these skeletons.
Right. Yeah. So as I was telling Al, this is like the online equivalent of the green room. We were just chatting before we went live, and Al posted on Facebook that he got those storm skeletons, and I'm like, yeah, skeletons look cool. Like that would be something I would use. Not that I'd take that many pictures, but I wanted them, so I ended up grabbing them and opened them 3 weeks ago, and this is the first time you're opening it now.
Yeah, man. I posted about these long. What was crazy was that nobody knew about these.
Right. I hadn't heard about it until you posted it.
Yeah, and like a lot of the other guys who, you know, a lot of the big collectors, they had no idea these were even out or these were even a thing.
So how did you hear about it then?
I have a friend who's a distributor here.
Okay.
And he's always posting about new shit that he's getting. He gets a lot of the third party import stuff too. So I get to see I get a heads up on the things that are coming out. And these weren't like heavily marketed, you know?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, because everybody bought the Golden X. What was that? the male character with the axe.
I don't even know what Golden Axe. It's a video game.
Oh,
That's all
really?
I know.
Yeah, it's a video game. You don't remember?
No. What year was it?
No way. It's an old school game. There's a dwarf, a female, and a guy.
If there's
if you
any
look it
older
up,
people in the chat, do you know what year is Golden Axe? Let me know. It's
you
maybe
guys know it was in every arcade place, every Pizza Hut arcade.
maybe it was a year where I didn't speak English yet.
Maybe.
But there, like, I didn't go to that many. This is like a, I didn't go to that many arcades. But when I did, it was usually like X-Men, the side scroller with the 2 screens.
Oh yeah, that was a for sure given. Everywhere. That the Simpsons.
The Simpsons one is so good, where they can combine and like, you can put the 2
Yeah, you
characters
can
together,
throw
and they
them.
had a super move.
Yeah.
I love that. I don't even know if
The
you can
Ninja
get that
Turtles.
on emulators. Yeah, Ninja Turtles for sure.
Yeah.
X-Men, Children of the Atom, the fighting game.
Yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that. I don't know.
Okay.
When I say I'm not into the mainstream stuff, I don't like to admit it, but it's because I sucked at it. It's like, no, I'm not down for
like
Street Fighter.
games.
I don't like Street Fighter. It's like, because you suck.
Yeah, I used to get my ass whooped in Street Fighter. It was just like giving quarters away.
Yeah, the same thing. Like, why don't I like watching hockey when I'm Canadian? Probably because I wasn't very good at it. I can appreciate.
God, you played?
I played it at some point. Probably like just
Uh-huh.
recess ball hockey, something like that. But
Oh, okay.
also, I wasn't good at skating. I mean, if I couldn't skate properly, couldn't really combine 2 things that I wasn't good at or liked together.
Yeah, man. I used to play ice hockey.
But I
Most of my
appreciate it. It's like I feel like there's a lot of similar passing patterns, like hockey, basketball, soccer.
Yeah. I went to Canada because of hockey. Got to check out Montreal and Toronto.
I think you told me that before, right?
Yeah. Montreal was a trip
Why is that?
because there was like from what I remember, there was like a strip club on every corner.
Yeah, it depends on which part of town.
I forgot where we went outside and there was like nobody outside, and they were like, we asked somebody where everybody was around like 9 o'clock. They're like, oh yeah, everybody's at the strip club. I was like, what?
Yeah.
And someone was like, yeah, there's a strip club like at every block over here.
Plus, there you can
We're too
drink
young
at
to go.
18, right?
Right. I think that was another.
Was that
reason why they
how
were.
old you were?
No, I was younger. I was like maybe 15,
Yeah. So
15.
a lot of people, Toronto people, will go over there early, party and
At the
stuff
bar.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, back to this skeleton. I mean,
Yes.
the best thing about it is it's $60.
Yeah.
You might not think it's worth the money, but it's super articulated, right?
It's completely
and
worth
it's not like it's not flimsy either. That's what I was afraid of.
Yeah.
I was scared that it was, I'm messing with it right now. The joints are all tight. The material of the bones are good.
Yeah.
It's solid.
That's 60 for
You get
2.
two. You get 2.
Yeah. And each
So
one
I think
has 4 extra pairs of hands?
Yeah. Sword, shield.
Yeah.
I mean, there's skeleton. You can use skeletons for everything.
Yeah.
Literally for everything. Does the head pop off? Scared to try.
I was scared to try that too. But when you look at it from like a design perspective, it's literally built on that spine as the center, and then like the rib cage comes out around it. Yeah.
Insane.
I mean,
you can literally you can use these for sketching purposes too. You know what I mean? Like I know a lot of people use. I've had artist friends who use those blank bodies.
The SHF
as models.
Body kun.
Yeah, body kun. Yeah. They use those to draw.
Right.
Because they're anatomically, articulated in all the right spots.
Yeah, and the first week I spent opening it on the show, we were just thinking of how would you army build this? Who would have an army of skeletons and like Hella or something.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you can put clothes on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can do all sorts of stuff. I mean, this is one thing you'll get the bang for your buck. And I know for sure this is going to go in a couple of years.
Yeah. And
Once
then
it's completely gone from the market.
it took me a week to realize that like you don't have to just use them for an army build as a moving skeleton. Even if you had like a diorama scene of like ruins or a
Yeah,
prison, you just throw a skeleton that looks really good in
exactly.
any pose. You're not limited to what your diorama is, because this skeleton will, conform to whatever pose you need it to
Yeah,
be in.
exactly. And
Oh,
I think you know, that's where you get the most from, especially for people who collect like legends and, kind of in that 6, 7 inch range.
yeah,
You want other toys that can kind of mix match. People always bitch about, people always make fun of other people. Does it match up with legends?
yeah.
Right? Like you hear that shit all the time. But is it as big as can I fit it with my legend? There's a reason why, because that's like that sweet spot for an action figure, that 6 inch, 7 inch, you know?
Yeah. Or if people are like, I can't put Mezco with my Legends because Mezco is soft goods and Legends is like sculpted plastic.
Oh yeah,
Well,
yeah.
you know what?
Mezco.
We're gonna rip the clothes off. We're gonna rip the flesh off. It's just a skeleton. Like that's it. There's the there's
Yeah.
the bare middle right there.
Mezco is it's a completely different like ballpark as of right now.
Are you like going through that pile? It seems like you are into a lot of different lines and properties. Are you a big Mezco guy?
No, not really. I cherry pick a lot with Mezco. I can't get into the whole Gomez thing. Like I just don't get it. Like the whole cockroach in a suit shit.
Do you?
Like, don't get me wrong. I mean, the bodies look good, but people flip out over that Gomez, man. I don't get it.
It goes
Somebody
for
put
crazy
me
money.
on, tell me what's up with that thing. Buying a gold cockroach. Come on.
Um, as a fan, I don't get, like, it's a cool character and it comes with a lot of accessories, but from like a business perspective, to me that's huge. That
Hmm.
you built up your company with all these other licenses, then you know what? You release this thing of your own.
Yeah.
And oh, what? Everyone's eating this shit up? I'm just going to keep rolling with it and I'm going to use
No, yeah, of course.
pieces from here and
Yeah,
put it
yeah.
out as a set. And like now you have your own IP that you don't have to pay anyone.
Oh, yeah, yeah, for sure. They're just raking it in with the Gomez
Yeah.
stuff. They don't have to pay royalties, none of that stuff with that
No
thing.
licensing, nothing. And like
Yeah.
the fact that
So I understand. I understand the business appeal on that end to constantly revamp it,
yeah,
and give it more attention than everything else. Because everything else is kind of cookie cutter. You know what to make, right?
yeah,
But with their Gomez, they've made ninjas. They've made, um, what do they make? They make the
you can do
suited
anything.
bodies.
He's a stealth agent,
Yeah, the stealth one. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ronin. Um,
Ronin.
in that new Doc Nocturnal came with a comic, and in the comic there's a Game of Death version, where
Okay.
I don't know if it was an official announcement, but it's made to look like a comic book or a magazine send away kind of thing. So it's like the
Uh-huh.
yellow Bruce Lee suit with the Gomez head on it.
Uh, yeah, man. I mean, from a business standpoint, yeah. But for me as a collector, like I find absolutely no appeal to it.
Yeah, I know. I
Like soft goods. I can only do so much soft goods,
right.
right? Like it's venturing into like Hot Toys territory,
No, I
the
get it.
1/6 scale, And if I wanted to go that route, I would go like completely that route because
Right.
you can't beat the amount of detail that they can get out of 1/6 scale. But then when
Yeah,
it's
for
at
sure.
like 7 inch, it's still kind of the clothing is kind of wonky. It doesn't fit right. It doesn't really sit right. 1/6 scale, they have that like perfect range where everything looks natural.
Right. You don't have to miniaturize it to get the right fit. A lot of the times,
Right.
a lot of Mezco collectors, including myself, it's like, oh, it looks shitty in pictures, but in real life, when you're holding it, it's fine. And for the most
Just,
part, that's true.
yeah, for the most part, they look good. You know, when they get it right, they get it right for sure. Um, but I got that John Wick. Oh my God, I opened it up and I fucking put it back in. I
Is that
can't.
is that the most overhyped figure of the year?
Oh my God, man. And it took like what, a year and a half to come out?
Yeah. Um.
Oh, he asked me if I ever owned a Gomez. Yeah, I have one Gomez. I have that one Gomez where he had the chucks.
Yeah.
I don't
The
remember which one that is.
street.
The Street Gomez. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Where he had like a stereo and a samurai sword, I think.
Yeah. He always has the sword and his little blaster and the
Yeah.
boombox for sure.
I don't know why I got it.
I have a feeling for me it was the hype too, but then I actually do
I think it
enjoy
was the hype.
the look of the character, and I love the soft goods on that figure look amazing, like as
Yeah,
everyday
the clothes. Yeah, I
civilian
use it
clothes,
for
right?
other things. Yeah.
I just need to buy a new neck if I want a different to put my head sculpt on, because it's completely the wrong
Your head sculpt.
complexion.
You got to figure out how to make head sculpts, man. 3D printing.
Why don't you add it to your resume there?
What?
Just do some 3D sculpting and with all of your in the middle of video editing, because you mentioned earlier you're in school for videography, right?
Yeah.
And like you've shot. Did you shoot a whole movie for somebody, or was it like a music video? I remember somebody asked you to shoot something that was pretty huge.
Um,
Or was it like a short film?
wasn't. Yeah, I've done a couple short films where I worked on it with other people. I did like this docu-series. I edited a few episodes for this docu-series about a medical team that was on Amazon.
Nice.
And then just like odd jobs here and there. I work with that one skater. Can you remember his name right now? Yeah. He's a big street. He's one of the big. He's sponsored by Nike.
Oh, cool.
I did a thing for him. Just a bunch of different odd jobs, dude.
Has your video work brought you a different perspective on your toy photography?
Oh hell yeah! And they go hand in hand. You
Yeah.
know, it doing toy photography before I even got into videography
I'm gonna open this.
helped me. Yeah, helped me in a smaller scale and sense figure out lighting, right?
Okay.
Because cinematography is all about lighting and camera, right? Placing camera, placing lights. So in a smaller sense, it helped me understand the look that I wanted, right? Because anyone who takes toy photography, you're trying to find that look through the lens, right? So you're messing with lights, you're messing with filters, you have multiple lighting. So even before you know it, even if you figure it out on your own, you're already in the realm of film and cinematography.
Right.
Right?
For sure.
Because you're setting up scenes with toys.
Yeah.
Scenes that you would see. It's like it's a freeze frame of a movie
It's a
or
still.
a comic book.
It's like what? Yeah. It's
Yeah.
one frame.
It's concept art, right? Like storyboarding. So it helped me a lot, man. It went a long way for sure, because now when I'm filming, I'm constantly thinking about framing, lighting, the feel for it, just everything, man. They all go hand in hand. And literally, like, what are we doing when we take photos of toys? We're just recreating our childhood in our mind,
Yeah.
when you're a kid, you're laying there on the floor and you see these toys aren't just toys. You see these big events going on in your brain.
Yeah, the whole
as
scene's
you're
happening.
playing with it. Exactly. And then now that we're older, we have a camera and we have diodes and all sorts of shit at our disposal, and we make it come to life, you know.
Has in reverse, has there anything that you've done in toy photography that helped you shooting a video or shooting a scene where you're like, oh, you know what, you should put this prop over here and block this, or maybe your person's not standing as naturally, well, I guess in a video it doesn't really matter because they're moving, but
No, it does.
But like the framing, how they're presenting to the camera and your angle.
Yeah, like I'll use it as reference. I'll use what I've done before with toy photography as reference because I know how the light's gonna bounce. Right? So where I lack in actual cinematography and using lights in real world setting, I already have that reference from using miniature settings, which all of our diodes, if you can, if you put really good diodes next to an actual environment, sometimes you can't even tell the two apart.
Sometimes those diode makers take their photos outdoors with the sky and the natural light shooting in. It looks like a real street scene.
It looks exactly. It
fools me all the time.
In that sense, it definitely helps me go back to things that I've shot as reference. So it goes hand in hand, man. Photography, videography, it's just everything you see in your brain, even before you're actually there setting up.
When you're shooting your toys, is your light direct, or do you use like you bounce cards and like other indirect light for that? I think that's like the next level of basic light, instead of just having a simple 3 light system.
Right.
It's just getting the softer light.
Yeah, so me, I'm big on like darker scenes.
Right.
It's not that I like dark scenes. It's more of being able to you get more drama out of more dynamic scenes.
Yeah.
So especially with low light, you can make your toys look a lot more dramatic and less toy-ish, right? Versus where it's just like completely lit. You see all the joints and this and that. I mean, there's nothing wrong. I like, there's a lot of people who can take photography and everything's just lit up. But I like a lot of darker scenes, I guess.
I think lighting plays a huge part also because the figures are limited in what they can express, right?
Right.
And,
right.
If they have a basic face, but if you have some dark lighting with a shadow cast across half of their face, it might be a more serious look than just like a basic dude like this. So that helps.
Yeah.
That also helps get your message across, what the mood you're trying to set for your photo.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's all motivated lighting too. Is your lighting, are you trying to recreate moonlight? Are you trying to create street light? Is there light hanging down from the diode? Is there a ceiling there?
Yeah.
A lot of times I see guys who have figures inside buildings, but then the light's coming from under. You know what I mean? In certain senses, yeah, it can work, but it's a lot about like motive. Where's the light coming from, right? Like that's the biggest thing that I learned. Motivated light. If someone's sitting at a computer, is the computer screen lighting up for like, it's the smaller things, and there's a lot of people in the community who get it.
Yeah.
And they can do it practically. I mean, you can use Photoshop and things like that and achieve the looks that you're looking for, but if you can do it practically, it's hard. But it's well worth the time for sure.
Get some atmosphere and spray it through.
Atmosphere. I use vape.
You use vape.
Just smoke all over it.
Let's see. Ronald Ramos says, Yeah, go ahead. Oh, the Hush?
No, this Hush, yeah.
Yeah.
The cape is just super thick, man.
Oh,
Holy
it's
crap.
very luscious. It's
It
very
is.
I've heard good and bad,
Damn.
so I'd like to hear your take on that Batman.
Super heavy. It's almost the same. It feels like the same weight. You know what I mean? And the, toys like that are just hard to like balance, especially when it's so back heavy
Yeah.
with these flimsy little legs.
Well, you
Man,
get is it I forget, is it four wires in there in the cape? I think it's four.
there's just two on the side. That's it. Oh no, no, you're right. There's four. Yeah, the wires make it even worse, man.
You think so? I think like a lot of the times from that look, the cape is like flowing forward. Maybe you can direct some of the weight to the front a
I
little bit.
think right here, the top shoulder part is too puffy.
Right. Yeah, I see it. He's got shoulder
It's
pads.
like, yeah, it looks like shoulder pads where it should just kind of like fall naturally. Can't even like yank it down. But don't get me wrong, this figure, this Batman's dope, man. I'm waiting for the black one.
Did you watch The Mandalorian yet? Because Paul Morales asked me, did I back the Razor Crest? Did you watch The
Yeah, I saw
Mandalorian?
that. I saw it. Yeah, I saw it.
If you have not,
Johnny said rear.
he said, did I back the Razor Crest as much as I want to? I don't think I'm going to. The 3.75 is just out of scale. I'm looking at my Mando shelf again. I don't have space for it. I'm good. I got two Sentinels coming. I'm good.
You got two Sentinels. You got two little babies coming.
I was hoping to 3D print a Sentinel suit for my son, and then I'd have a
No
3
way,
foot tall Sentinel before anyone got their HasLab. That would have been dope.
dude.
Your youngest one is how old now? It's just really recent, right?
2 months.
Oh shoot! Yes, congratulations, by
No, no,
the
no,
way.
no. Sorry. 3 months. Thanks, man. 3 months.
3 months.
3 months, man.
It is now. What month is this? November.
Yeah.
So it was all like pre-pandemic. Not like
Uh,
when
no, it's during the pandemic. She was born during the pandemic. She's a pandemic baby. August.
that's crazy, man. How's that?
It was hard. That shit was crazy. We were kind of like I had friends who were having babies like in the beginning of the year when it
Yeah.
first hit. Dude, the husbands couldn't even go into the room.
Oh shoot, that's right.
Yeah, it was
I didn't even
crazy.
think about
They
that.
wouldn't. Yeah, they wouldn't let anybody into the room. And what's crazy is they were saying that I had to get tested when we got there.
Mm-hmm.
They had me like in the whole hazmat suit, but they didn't test me. They just checked my temperature. I was good. So I don't know what that giant swab touching the back of your brain feels like yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That is the test. I don't want to go through that. Did the,
What did Johnny say? How do you find the time with the client around you and just basically do anything else? Man, I don't know. I swear, just take toy photography is literally just out of the love for it.
yeah. I
It
noticed you haven't had as many new posts recently.
if there's nothing else like pure in my life, toy photography is the one thing that's like I'll turn to, even if I'm tired. And I know a lot of guys feel the same way.
Yeah, man.
It's just fun. It's fun, man. Just get away
Yeah,
from
it's
all
not
that
just
other bullshit.
it's an escape for a lot of people, right? Not just a hobby
It
for
is.
collecting.
It really does help you, like, because it's not about just like, playing with toys or whatever. It helps you kind of zone out and think outside the box, right?
Yeah.
You're not concentrated on everything else. Like when you're taking the photo, you're kind of zoned in. You want it to be nice. You want it to be perfect. Same thing. I'm sure people who paint feel the same way.
Yeah, painting's
You
like a
know?
lot of people. It's just relaxing, right?
Yeah, it's like you're not thinking about anything. Like you can't think about anything else and do that. You know. Same thing with like playing sports or whatever. Like you just it takes you away.
Yeah, sports are just zoned in.
Yeah. And plus,
Um,
it's just fun. Get away.
were you cheering for the
Play with.
Lakers?
Oh, for sure.
There's an asterisk beside this championship. You know that, right? I see
Hello?
it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Someone said something about the credit
Yeah, two
collection.
two four. No, you just go up the stairs.
Pizza.
It's right next to the elevator.
Pizza's here.
You'll see a door right there.
Do you need to go get your pizza?
No.
They said. Vern's Hobbies says the annoying thing about the credit collection is.
Hold on one second.
Yeah, go for it.
Hold on.
I'm gonna catch up with the chat.
If you look next.
Al is on the West Coast and he has ordered a pizza for his family. So, yes, catching up with the chat. What's up, everybody? Sorry, we were just in a nice, groove, nice chat. So, Vern's Hobby says the annoying thing about the credit collection is they only included Imperial credits. Doesn't Hasbro know the Empire is gone? And then I think Wing or Lose mentioned that they did a coin series, which I do remember those because a friend of mine used to collect those coins back in the day. He would buy them loose at trade shows and stuff, or toy shows, so I do remember that. Well, I guess that's the callback to Kenner. Tyler Lalonde says, hello, this is my first live stream. Welcome. Sorry to catch your comments so late, but we were just chatting. Welcome to the stream. I hope you make sure you hit that thumbs up. Thank you very much. He says the closest Toys R Us is 2 hours away, east or west. Dang. Where's that? Central Canada or East Coast? High School Creations, what's going on, man? Welcome. I got your stuff going out soon, so I'm happy to get that to you. A couple of dads in the chat enjoying Al's joke. Jeez, that was you guys. If you're watching this, or if you're just catching up, rewatches later, and Al killed me with that joke. Did I get Doc Nocturnal from Stilts? I was going to. I kind of talked myself into it, and then I added it to cart, and then I forgot to check out. And then I realized I forgot to check out the day after, and then I was just like, oh, whatever. It's all good. It would have been cool. Definitely would have been cool. She's got is it a she? She has that cape and the skull, and it reminds me, there's a new skin on Call of Duty for Ghost, the Reaper from Halloween, and it's really cool. It has a similar cape. My friend DK has that operator, so I do want that. Vern says, I played Golden Axe 1995. Yeah, 1995. I was in Canada, but I don't think I was in arcades yet. I don't think I had that many friends yet either. Or some of my friends were family friends from Hong Kong, and I think we just played Super Famicom at home. Colossal Customs in the house. Terrence, this $60 skulls is American for the pair. Toto JR, what's going on, man? This is just some love and hate for Gomez in this chat. Al's back. Mr. Sergeant Bananas is in the house. What's going on, man? Make sure you check out the previous episode with Johnny, Sergeant Bananas. Did you kids get the pizza?
Yeah. Stupid pizza guy.
Vern's Hobby says, yo, I remember watching Johnny Bananas. He overlights and underexposes. Blew my mind when I realized what he was doing. You know what gets really clear? You can do low light and long exposures too. If you have a tripod. I've been experimenting with that more, and like it's just getting deeper detail.
Yeah. You gotta, if you have a DSLR that's capable, always shoot on RAW.
Yeah,
Always shoot RAW.
raw. My ISO is like, I don't know, like 50.
Damn. You can get 50? What do you have?
The Sony A7 III.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah, we
I
talked
think
about
that's what
cameras a
Johnny,
while before too, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I think that's what Johnny shoots with too.
Johnny has the A7 R3 or the S3.
S3. I think it has the S3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I have the EOS R.
Yeah, we talked about like which one you wanted to upgrade. That was the one you upgraded to, right?
Yeah, I got the EOS R. I was just so used to Canon.
Yeah.
And then one thing, literally the only thing that kind of turned, like, I think the Sony does have a lot of better specs. The one small thing that turned me away from it was that I couldn't flip the screen.
Yeah.
And I was doing a lot of videography, and I have, I have a top monitor mount, but for like smaller things, I need to see
Yeah, the
what I'm
Canon
shooting.
Canon was good with that.
Yeah.
They had the
Literally
side
that
flip out.
was, that's all it was, man.
Yeah.
That literally was the deciding factor for me.
And then
The
one of
fact
the
that I can move my monitor.
yeah, one of the smaller Sony cameras that's like made for vlogging and content creators has a screen that you can flip towards yourself, but it's underneath.
That's it.
So yeah, you can hold it, right? And you can see, but if you wanted to, if you had a gimbal or a tripod or a monopod,
Yeah.
it's right in the middle of your camera. That's like the dumbest thing I've ever heard of.
Yeah. Unless you have an extension, and another monitor attached to it, you can't see what you're shooting. So that was like the biggest drawback for me. But photography wise, it's amazing. Just got to get the right lens.
Speaking of videos and your toys, you posted this earlier. How many days ago was this? Like a few weeks ago. Your most recent ACBA, well, like toy photography entry. I'm going to try and play this with the video from Al's Instagram. If it crashes my program, I'm going to have to cut it, but just chill. Just chill. Okay? Not a professional. This isn't a professional camera. You should be able to see on the side the browser. So here we have, this is the 2-pack Deadpool, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's the 2-pack Deadpool.
All right, so I'm going to hit play. Oh, I didn't notice this the first time. The arm moved on the kick when you fire, or when he fires.
His leg, everything's moving. All his limbs are moving. You just can't really tell.
Okay, yeah, I was just focused on that side, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
The other hand, the left leg, his left leg is kicking out a little.
Yeah.
All right, now is this an idea that you had in your head, or you were doing like a video one day and you're just like, yo, I can add this technique into this shot and we can see how that works out?
I've been wanting to do this for the longest time, right? But it's just I didn't have the time to figure out After Effects.
Okay.
Right? So you can achieve this with Adobe Premiere, and I think you could kind of do it with Photoshop. I'm not too versed with Photoshop, but with After Effects, that's what it's for, right?
Okay.
It's I'm still learning it, but I've been wanting to do that for the longest time because I wanted to give my photography some movement.
Okay.
Right? Not stop motion movement. I didn't want it to be, like an animated thing. but I wanted it to be like, I don't know if you remember, they used to do it with comic books, or they had little mini series for like X-Men, Astonishing X-Men,
Right.
where they used actual animation, but it wasn't like full on animated, but it was like parallax animation, and kind of like this,
Like YouTube,
where,
like there were comics on YouTube,
layers.
right?
No. There was actual like it was produced by Marvel Knights. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah.
It was a while back. I can't find it anywhere. I don't know where it went. But it was like, that's where I got the idea from first, because when I saw that, I was like, man, it would be cool if they did that with toys.
Yeah.
You know, where you're just kind of layering and you get, you know, slight variations of movement, things like that. And then finally I figured it out, and I had the opportunity to do it for one of my projects. And literally the professor was like, all I want is a gun flare. And and I had a Deadpool just sitting around. I was like, maybe I can put a gun flare on Deadpool. And then it just went from one thing to another. Like I figured out how to do gun flare, but then I was like, maybe I can make him falling down shooting the gun.
That's crazy.
And then maybe I should add some glass. And then, you know, like, yeah. And then I figured out how to create a camera inside After Effects, all this other crazy shit.
So the Deadpool,
I want to do that more.
right? The Deadpool movements. Is it done in the program, or did you have to take? I know you said you don't want to do stop motion, but do you have to take different shots?
No. It's done in the program. There's this thing called Puppet Tool. So you're placing pins on a still shot, and you can move it.
Oh, that's crazy.
That Hawkeye head sculpt is so good.
Head sculpt of the year, right?
Yeah, it's so good. I've seen people use it for everything. They even use it for Wolverine.
Do they put it on the old man Wolverine body?
Yeah, I saw someone use it as a Ronin. Over? Yeah.
All right, so these
two. Jason Lapidus, he said, the Black Panther, the Watchmen. They did the X-Men one. I forgot, they had a couple more.
I watched the Black Panther one. I think like Cap landed in Wakanda or something.
Yeah, something like that. I don't think I saw the Black Panther one. I saw the Watchmen one.
Those ones aren't like different segments of the comic or that scene are just like panning, right? Or they actually move.
Yeah, it looks like actual comic panels.
Yeah.
That are just kind of move. They put slight movement into them. You know what I mean? Yeah. So.
And is that like your main focus now?
Yeah, that's what I want to do more of. Just doing small scenes for now. There was one I'm working on. Well, the one I told you about earlier, where I had all the toys set up with my wife. I had to take it all down, dude. I had all these hand ninjas on my desk.
Okay.
But I want to do a scene where it's just a bunch of hand ninjas. They're bowing down to Elektra. But the camera is like pushing in past the hand ninjas, and then it gets to Elektra. Yeah. So we'll see. I'm going to try to do that scene. See how it works. I'm just slowly, just doing the small things and work my way to the big stuff.
That sounds awesome, man. Looking forward to that. What do you think about the new hand ninja that's been announced?
It looks okay. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I really like the G.I. Joe Red Ninjas.
Yeah.
I managed to get, I think I have like 6 now.
Oof.
Yeah, I lucked out.
How? Oh, because you have a distributor friend.
No. I actually found those I traded for 4.
Oh wow.
And found the other 2. Hey, hold on. Let me. I need to help my wife real quick. I'll be right back. Oh, you got the Venom pool. I'll be right back.
Yeah, man. So the reason I have Venom Pool is because Venom Pool and this head sculpt are sculpted by the same artist at Mayshelf on Instagram. And I'm a huge fan of this. I don't even care about Venom Pool. This, not just me, but everyone is a huge fan of this. And I did approach the artist on Instagram. I've messaged him before because he also did a Shang-Chi. He did the Shang-Chi figure, and I sent him a Shang-Chi t-shirt. So I've been in communication with him before, and I'm trying to get him to come on and open toys with me. So if you guys want to, have some questions for May, and you want to see him come on the show, please go spam his Instagram. Be like, I would love to hear from you and your perspective and open some toys. So go at Mayshelf. Go tell him that you would like to see him open toys with Toying Around. Also, let me know in the comments here, in the comments on my Instagram. You can DM me. There's a toy collector or, I don't know, somebody out there, the crazy collection who hauls a lot of stuff. You want to see me open toys with them? You think it'd be cool to sit down and chat with them? Let me know. And that's definitely something that I'm open to. There's definitely a lot of people in the community who I do know who I haven't had on yet, but I'm always open to new ideas. Ronald Ramos retracted a message. 796 Studios, what's going on, buddy? Aaron Lee is in the house. 796 says, shooting video with the A7 III is a pain, no swivel screen, constantly missing my shots. Well, for this, it's easy because I can see my image on the computer. You can also, is it Bluetooth or Wi-Fi? You can connect your phone or a tablet via Wi-Fi to the camera, and then you can use your phone as a second screen. You can even press the button and capture and record, change different settings in there. It's a little bit limited, but for if your camera's set up and then you have it there, it's a pretty simple second screen. You might even be able to get a phone mount on the hot shoe or like a cold shoe mount, face it towards you. What I've seen people do, it's really cool. You know how teleprompters work? Where the text is scrolling and it's on a screen and it's mirrored and then you have it right above the camera lens. Yeah, my man came back with a slice of pizza.
Alright, my bad.
Hey man, I appreciate you being on in the middle of dinner time. Don't no my bad is necessary. It's all good. We're just hanging out. No, what I was saying, I was talking about like a teleprompter you can get. I can 3D print a little bracket, and then you put a mirror on the top, and then I put it on top of the hot shoe on the camera. Then I can have whatever text that I have on my phone slide into this slot, and then it will reverse it, time it, so then I can be looking right at the camera and reading the text, look like I'm reading it naturally and talking to you. But you can 3D print a whole little setup like that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's crazy. Make your own little teleprompter.
Yeah. Jason says, oh, those are the comics on YouTube. Jason is the one that I'm splitting this 2-pack with. So he's just watching to make sure that I don't break his figure or play with it. Because I told him it would be never removed from package. Mayshelf did the Diamond Select Darth Maul. Yes, I remember him posting saying that was his first Star Wars character. Smash Lab says Mayshelf is extremely shy. I doubt he does. Yeah, I mean, I messaged him and he's like, oh, I'm not a big talker or he's not that comfortable. And I was like, hey, cool. Hey, man, that's cool. And I just left it at that.
Met him a couple times.
DesignerCon?
Yeah. Super quiet guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I get it. If he doesn't want to be on, if he doesn't feel comfortable, I don't want to put anyone in an uncomfortable spot. I just wanted to show my appreciation for his work as well. I'm sure people who would hop on if you were on would also show some love, and that's what all I was hoping to do, because this is crazy.
He's super talented, man.
This is crazy.
Yeah. I'm waiting for that Sabretooth.
Which Sabretooth?
He had the DesignerCon for this year. Sabretooth, the exclusive head.
Yeah.
but there's no decon this year, so he's just gonna put it up online on the 7th.
Is that?
You haven't seen it?
No, it's the one with like no, I've seen it, but what was the? I saw it on a different Instagram account. Is it like his business account?
You probably saw it on Sculptor Shelf.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, he posted everywhere.
Yeah,
Other
I saw
people
it
have been
Sculptor Shelf for
reposting
sure.
it too. So, yeah, man.
But bro, like he sculpted this from head to toe. That's very talented.
Yeah, dude. He's been doing probably all the best ones for how many years now? I remember when when he first did that Logan.
Yeah.
Everyone was losing their shit trying to get one.
Is that the one with the cigar?
No, it was just was it the cigar? It was just the regular Logan. Yeah, I think it was the cigar.
Yeah. Is he Sculptor
Yeah.
Shelf or is Sculptor Shelf like a business?
What do you mean?
Because I remember it was Sculptor Shelf that was selling that, right? That Logan had sculpted?
Yeah. He goes by Mace Shelf and
Okay.
Sculptor.
Okay.
Yeah. I think he went by Sculptor Shelf first, and then he did the Mace Shelf.
Yo, but this dude, like, I saw someone put this on a Magneto body with the flowing hair. That's awesome. You can use this body to kit bash almost anything.
Oh yeah, that body itself is nice.
This little man purse. This has butterfly joints, which you kind of need for an archer. This is amazing.
Does his elbows have the joints, the joint pegs?
No, this is pinless technology.
It's a new one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I love that new design, dude.
So I'm gonna switch
No
it
more
over
little
to the
ball pegs. Yeah, man. It's the future.
So, I don't know, Action Force and Bobby Valla? The guy
Force?
Yeah. It's a
I ordered a shitload from them.
Yeah. Well, he's on the Infinity Equation team, and I had them on last week, but he didn't he couldn't make it that day. But what I saw on a live stream a few months ago was that he has these tattoos on his elbow. And I saw it on one arm, and then I saw it on the other arm, and then I realized it looks like the double joint. He has like a double joint
tattoo
really? On his elbow.
No way.
And I'm like, dude, I wanted to talk to him about it and like to let him know like I saw that, and it's really cool because like I know people who are in different trades, like if you're a tattoo artist, maybe some people have the tattoo, is it like the needle or the gun or whatever, they might have that. Or I have a friend who does hair. He's a hairstylist, so he has like a hairstyle themed tattoo. So for like a action figure guy who just I'm just gonna put articulation on myself.
It only makes sense.
Yeah, that's
but then dope.
I was gonna ask him how he felt about the pinless tech and would he be covering up his tattoo like at some point?
We're evolving.
That's the Hasbro PulseCon.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel?
It's nice. I like the color deco. Oh, it doesn't move though. Oh, there we go.
Are you all in for? I know you have the ninjas. Are you all in for Joe's?
Yeah, I'm all in, man. I've been waiting years, like literally, maybe 6-inch. Maybe even since I was a kid, for them to make it 6-inch.
And how do you feel? Like, do you feel like they should have more classic costumes coming out?
Yeah, I think they will eventually, just like Legends. They'll get around to it. Vintage waves.
And
for sure.
Have you been able to get the exclusives, or has it been difficult for you?
Yeah, I've been a lot luckier than a lot of other people. Managed to get the Baroness, I couldn't get some of the pre-orders, but I'll be able to find it locally. Pre-orders are just dumb, especially those Target exclusives. It's horrible, man. They make it not fun. You know what I mean?
No, for sure.
Like you're making these things so people can have it, but you're making it almost damn near impossible.
Yeah. I
mean, it's one thing if it's like, oh, I missed it when it was on store, you know, first come, first serve. That's fine. You know? But if it's like, hey, we're going to make it an exclusive, put it online, but guess what? You're not going to be able to get it online anyway. What's the point?
And it's unfortunate because it's a result of these deals that Hasbro does with all the retailers, right? None of the stuff horrible. We're privy to in the background, like they'll propose a figure, and then it's like, who wants to bid on this? Do you want this line? Do you want this? And you know, Walmart might just grab something just to be like, you know what, I'm gonna grab it so Target won't get it.
Yeah, but
and,
then
you know,
like
Target will get it so you know, to try and screw Amazon over.
Yeah, but like Vern said, it's the bots, man.
Yeah.
Even with online buying, if it's first come, first serve, fine, right? Like if you were there on time, you know, you're a dedicated collector, this and that, whatever. If you got there first, you got there first.
Yeah.
But how am I supposed to compete with a bot, right? Like seriously, unless I got another bot running for me, how am I supposed to? I can't click and check out that fast. Half the time, I'm scrambling for my damn debit card. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you go to checkout and PayPal's not working. What's my credit card number? Where's my wallet? Oh, it's gone.
Where's my Cartwheel app with my $5 off toys coupon?
Pre-orders sold out in a matter of seconds.
Yeah, man.
Horrible. Right. So it, you know, that's one of the downfalls. A bigger pitfall of collecting nowadays. It's gotten to the point where if I started collecting now, I'd have been turned off from collecting at all. Unless, you know, because, you know, people like me and you, we know a lot of people in the community, you know, people who sell, people who buy, you know, a lot of collectors. So we have more of a reach to get what we want.
Mm-hmm.
If you're just starting out now, you don't know who to talk to, you don't know where to turn, how to find these things, you're never going to get it. You're always going to get jacked on eBay.
Bots and like people camping out at stores at open and stuff, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's not fun, you know? It's supposed to be fun.
So, speaking of exclusives, this Black Ranger is exclusive to Toys R Us up here. I believe it's Target in the US. And Hasbro has this habit of making the exclusive figure first, and like a special variant version of a character, and then they'll re-release it later on as the normal version, and then you got to buy it again. But from what I can see and what everyone's told me, this is like the regular costume for this Dino Charge Black Ranger. So I don't know why they made a regular figure an exclusive. Or are they going to put a variant in the regular line later on? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Do you do any Power Rangers at all?
No, I just, in the beginning when the Lightning series got announced, I wanted to do just the originals.
Yeah.
But then there's just way too much stuff to keep up with, man. So I just dropped that line completely. Got rid of all of the exclusives and stuff like that.
Damn.
Yeah, man, it's just way too much to keep up with. I'm just doing, even with imports and stuff like that now, with Mafex in the mix, with all these comic book characters. I'm just cherry picking, just Marvel stuff. For sure, I'm all in on Mafex. All of their DC, they're literally the only ones who are doing anything right with DC. I can't stand those McFarlane stuff.
No.
Because that shit is just all over the place. And it looks like he only likes Batman, so.
got to make that license money back first, and then you
I
can
guess,
mess
man.
around.
I guess.
Do you call it Mayfex because it's May shelf Mayfex? This is an ongoing debate that I've been having with every week. Mayfex or Mafex?
I know I've heard Japanese reviewers say Mafex. So maybe in Japanese it's Mafex. I don't know how to read Japanese. I don't know any Japanese friends, so I wouldn't know. I read it I read it the way it's written.
Yeah. Mafex.
So Mayfex to me, I guess. What is it? Somebody has to know.
I think it's Mafex.
Right. Yeah, it probably is Mafex.
I forget what it's called, but there's a theory out there. It's that the quickest way to get the right answer on the internet is not to ask a question, but it's to make a wrong statement, and then immediately
and then somebody will correct
no.
you.
Yeah,
that's right. That's the way.
I had this a few weeks back. I forgot to open it. Is the Black Series Plo Koon, and he has an awesome head sculpt, so I want to crack that open too. You mentioned this earlier about your setup that had to be taken down.
Yeah,
you told the story before the stream started because you have limited space. Please.
Yeah, so I have usually I don't know how other people do it, but I usually set things up, right? So I can see what I want to shoot. So I had this set up on my desk, kind of like the way you see Cyclops is right now, right? But except imagine 10, 15 hand ninjas, the red icon ninjas. And I had it set up on my desk. And my wife had to take this proctored test. And if you guys don't know what a proctored test is, I didn't know what it was either until I went to school. Somebody has to keep an eye on you, right? So if it was in person, you'd have somebody standing over your shoulder to make sure you're not cheating. But, post-COVID, you got to if you have a laptop, you got to take your laptop, you got to scan the room. Make sure there's nobody hiding under your table and shit feeding you answers, right? I swear, that's the whole reason why.
Yeah, that makes sense, though.
So she did that. She scanned the room. And I guess the teacher saw, because we share a desk. We have this big desk. Her computer's on one side. Mine's on this side. She scanned the room, and I guess the teacher saw my side of the desk just filled with toys, right? And she got deducted points off of her exam for that shit, which is the dumbest thing ever.
That makes no sense.
What the fuck did all those toys have anything to do with the exam?
Right? It's not helping her. It's not she's not cheating.
It's not like these toys were fucking whispering answers to her. You know what I mean?
The toys were they posed in multiple choice? It was one's going
they were holding up fucking answers.
Why would they deduct points for that? That's insane.
Dude, I don't know, man. But it was the dumbest thing ever. I felt so bad. But it's not I don't know. That shit was retarded.
Okay, yeah. So it's a proctor test.
Yeah.
It doesn't I've never heard of that because obviously, I think we're around the same age. I haven't been to school in forever. You're doing stuff now, which is awesome. But I always everything I did was in class or on campus exams.
Yeah.
That's two things that scare me right now.
I heard a proctor test before, but I never knew what it really entailed until I got to school. And then when I got there, it was literally someone's just standing over your shoulder or walking by you every so often to make sure you're not cheating.
What if you scan the room and then someone else crawled in afterwards?
Yeah, I know.
Right? Or hidden wall. Easy. Borat.
Or you just camouflage somebody inside a cabinet or some shit. It's dumb, man. She shouldn't have been deducted points for fucking having toys on the table.
What if she just said it was your children's toys?
I know, right?
Or did she try
I'm
that?
pretty sure that's what she thought it was. She would have probably got deducted more points. She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, my husband left all his toys on the table."
It's
You
is there
failed.
points for cleanliness? I don't get like it's still like
You failed for marrying a guy who fucking has toys on his table.
he's a photo combat champion. You take that back.
Oh
You don't
my
know him?
god, dude! This Cyclops, his waist, he looks like he has a wedgie. That waist is that underwear's so high.
Does the belt go down any? Yeah, mine's a little bit like that too.
It doesn't go down. I saw somebody modded this, put a different peg in the middle or on
Oh
the
right.
bottom or something to make it a little taller. But these are everything, man.
Yeah.
These Mothix
I gotta chill
XN.
on those because I'm replacing the Marvel Legends with these imports, and it's
Yeah,
getting costly.
it is. $90 for one when you can get an entire wave for 90.
Look at this guy. This guy looks good. Once you take him out of the package, this
Yeah,
robe
those are clean.
on top of his robe is like it's
When
separated
Black
here.
Series gets it right, they get it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you can just get this blowing here. Does this hood go on? This definitely was not made to sit on his head because that is
Holy
goofy.
crap.
Yo, this looks like
He's
when
in,
Obi-Wan made his first appearance.
he's in Gryffindor now.
when he's scaring the Tuscans off.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, are we into are we can we talk about Mandalorian? Do you think we're out of the spoiler zone? I mean, the new episode's tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, man.
Cuz
Yeah,
we
people
like to
haven't seen it.
we watch a lot of the same shows. We talk about
Yeah.
TV shows all the time. How did you feel about episode 1? And if you have not watched it yet, just put it on mute,
Get out.
and then when we're done talking about Mandalorian, I'll give you the cue. It'll be like I don't know. It'll just be like this. Okay? Let's talk about the Mandalorian.
I think, what's his name? God damn it. I'm completely blanking on his name. The creator of the show.
Jon Favreau?
Yeah, Jon Favreau. He gets it.
Like Star Wars?
Like, just fans.
Yeah.
He gets it. He got it with Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's no Marvel universe without Jon Favreau. I don't care what anybody says. If he didn't take the direction he took with Iron Man, there is no MCU. Yeah,
And saving Marvel?
there's nothing. It'd be DC. There'd be like splotches of movies, you know, the way it was before. But there is no MCU. And he gets it with The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think with the Mandalorian and having Dave Filoni on board is a huge help, because that guy like lives and breathes Star Wars, right?
And it's not even like there's pandering to the fans
Yeah,
where you're just like fucking reading shit off Reddit and you're like, okay, fine, you know. And then there's like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna give you what you want, but we're gonna do it in a way where it's, you know, it's artistic, it's tasteful.
yeah,
You know, they don't look for any shortcuts. You know, he's literally using new tech, like
yes.
top of the line new tech to film everything.
I want to ask you about that. How do you feel about that? This, I don't know what
The virtual world.
Yeah, it's not a green screen. It's literally like what we're doing with ACBA with the computer
Yeah,
monitor,
it's
but
just
a million times
exactly.
more HD.
It's amazing. Amazing. They don't have to go anywhere.
Yeah, right.
They don't have to go anywhere.
You build a set, and the thing is, you can make it a video too, couldn't you? Instead of like
Yeah,
a
so
still image.
it's already, most of the time, from what I saw, it's literally rendering
Yeah,
on the fly. So you know what you're seeing, you know what you're shooting, right? You're not like, and even for the actors, like when you're an actor, you kind of need something to work with, right? You need to kind of get the feel of your environment.
yeah,
If you're standing in front of a green screen, it's in your head,
yeah.
right?
Which is all the prequels.
Sometimes it doesn't, yeah, sometimes it doesn't come through because what the actor sees versus what, you know, the
Yeah.
FX team or the director has in mind, it doesn't really match up, right? When you have a living environment, you're shooting through living environments. You know what I mean? Like after a take, you know, oh, okay, so that's what it's looking. You know what I mean? Like, so that's, you get more from that. Dude, we have a main character that doesn't even, you don't even see his face. And it's killing it.
Like last week when Cobb Vanth took off the helmet and he put it on the table, and it's just his face looking at the camera, and it's like the slightest bit of a head tilt like this, right?
But you know, yeah,
and it says so much, and then it's a little bit open to interpretation depending on how you feel about the character.
right.
Maybe you think he's perplexed, or he's just like, yo, I'm gonna fuck this guy up, or maybe it's both. But like
that's another thing too. You know, that whole saying about less is more. Yeah, this is a Star Wars, you know, title entity spin-off, but it has its like grandeur, right? But it's so small on a scale as far as like not story, but just the relationship. It's very like centered. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's between the Mandalorian and Baby Yoda.
Yeah, just this mission that he has.
And it's just the people that they come across. It's like those old shows. It's so reminiscent of like shows from the past where there's an overarching story, but then every episode they come across something.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, for sure.
Like an obstacle they got to get through. That's like old school TV. That worked. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, what is it? You can use A-Team and Mission Impossible and X-Files and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like episodic TV.
Yeah.
There's an but not a lot of TV does that anymore. Now it's like this episode leads to this one and then this one. And
X-Files would be like your alien or sighting of the week, but at the same time, in the background,
they have their case
conspiracy.
Yeah.
It's and shows like that. I kind of feel like those cases every week, or like a Buffy monster of the week type of deal is kind of bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely want to try and skip through that and get to the main story.
Yeah. But they find a way to do it where it works.
It's seamless.
Yeah. Because, you know, like the first episode of season 2, they had to get, you know, he went to go look for the Mandalorian. They came across this little town where they had to kill this giant monster.
Yeah.
Right? In Tatooine. But the whole point of killing that monster was to get Boba Fett's armor back. You know, it was like, it made sense, right? But you still had that episodic, like, this is what they're going through just right now. And then we're going to take you to the next one. I don't know, it's good. It's just good TV. It's fun to watch.
Going back to your point earlier about pandering to fans, I think last episode they did it, but not using a story mechanic that like people want to see or this and that, but it was mostly done with a lot of these callbacks and little Easter eggs that you threw, and there were so many.
Oh man, I didn't even see the did you see the Easter eggs video yet?
I just I think
What'd
I
you
caught
see?
most of them. Constable Zuvio
Oh,
from
I saw him for sure.
I saw his
I saw
helmet,
him
and then
only because I was hoping one day they'd find a way to fucking justify that figure sitting in shelves at
yeah,
Walmart for the last like 10 years. And they finally found a way to do it. I swear to God,
Archive Wave
I
coming
know,
soon, Zuvio.
dude, I know for sure somebody was like, we need to get this toy in there somehow.
No, yeah, I made a video for Instagram after where it was like right after I finished The Mandalorian, I closed and I took a video of my phone where I shut down the Disney app, opened up eBay, and then just typed like Black Series Constable Zuvio and just checking prices.
Still $5.
Because there's a lot in that episode that was like, if you're a toy collector, you're like, yo, a lot of stuff. I have this. It was kind of wasn't at the forefront of your collection before, but this brought
Yeah.
it there. Like the R5 droid.
Yeah.
It took a few days, but then like people
That was
confirmed
dope.
it's the same unit. It's the same R5 unit from A New Hope.
Yeah.
The pod racer, speed
That
bike
was
that he
dope.
made. That's so cool because none of that is referenced in the original trilogy, obviously, because
Yeah.
it happened. But it's not like they made pod racers from something from the original trilogy. So now it's gone like, episodes 4, 5, 6. Then you got that, and then now you're drawing from that period. This guy
Yeah.
dug up an engine from a pod racer, and I don't know. That's when I did a lot. That's when I kind of got into Star Wars. So like the pod racer game, I think N64.
Yeah.
I used to play that a lot. I had like a pod racing Lego set, so it would break a lot, and I put it back together. So like I knew the look of it, the design. The moment I saw that racer, I knew it. What else was there?
And see, like I like the way they approach it like that. You know what I mean? Where it's not like pandering, but it's like it's referenced for a reason.
Yeah.
And it's not far fetched.
Yeah, it's the context. That's the whole planet they were on.
Yeah.
I mean, if you go back to Tatooine again, you have to have all
Yeah.
that stuff. Which is why I was really excited. I bought this a few months back.
Oh, damn. That's dope.
This is 3 3/4 inch. And then like
Where'd you get that?
it's a Star Wars Power of the Force from years
A
ago.
long time ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bought it from a local guy, really beat up box.
Nice.
But I was totally geeking out because I was watching it with my fiance. I'm like, oh look, the sand people ride in single file to hide their number. She's like, nerd.
That's funny. It's dope how they I heard they used actual people deaf people for the sand people.
Oh no way.
Yeah. To keep it legit, keep the sign language. They created the sign language for them too.
Oh, they
That
created.
was dope.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess
They created the sign language for them,
they make the signs look more realistic.
make it more realistic because it's hard to teach somebody. Oh, that's dope. I wanted to get one of those for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you saw me try to imitate signing right now. I just look like a goof.
Yeah.
But somebody
yeah,
who
it's
has to sign for real. That's.
So I think someone said there's no episode tomorrow night or tonight. Is that right? There should be, right? At midnight?
So it's midnight for you. It's 3 a.m. for me. If it were on.
Oh, okay.
Vern says new episode tomorrow. No, I'll go check that after. But yeah, this is
we'll
a
see.
Disney toy box. It comes with the child in its floating pram, but there is no stand for this. I don't see a
Those
stand.
are dope, man. I saw
I'm gonna open this up.
I wanted the Coco one of those.
Okay,
Yeah.
is that
Those
the?
Disney toy box ones are really cool, man.
Is Coco the Day of the Dead
Yeah.
movie? I haven't seen that yet. I want to.
Oh man, you should watch with your kids. They'll love it.
Does it like? Do I have to explain to them what death is?
No, the movie does it.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah,
If the movie will do it, then it'll take over that parenting obstacle for me.
yeah. The movie will do it in a nice way.
My daughter's 5, and then she's been like talking about having a family or something recently. Because I'm like, oh, you should eat your chicken and have more protein. You'll be strong. And she's like, yeah, and then I can have my own family. And
That's
then
funny. Yeah, my kids say that too. When I'm a dad, when I
yeah,
am a mom,
but then she said it to my dad. She's like, oh, I'm gonna have a family, and my dad says, oh, I can't wait to meet your children. And then she looks at him like deadpan delivery. She's like, but you'll be dead. I'm just I'm just like, god damn, children.
no, it says it'll be on tomorrow night
There's
or
no
tonight.
stand.
That's weird. It usually comes with those little circle stands.
No, like for the figure, if you don't have it, that's fine. But for this guy, am I just supposed to sit him on the
Oh,
floor?
right. Making football hold them.
They should have one of those little hooks that they have for kids seats.
It's a carrier, the baby carrier.
Damn. Okay, this looks cool though. No rifle.
Vern said he saw those Coco toys. Yeah, man, all of those toy box figures are really cool, man. I wish I could have swooped up on a lot of them. I wanted the Wreck-It Ralph one, the Toy Story, the Star Wars ones were really cool.
It's like a cheap way for toy collectors and toy photographers to get those kid style characters without starting a crazy expensive new collection.
Yeah, but have you seen how much some of those go for online?
Yeah, online.
Dude, they go for, yeah, man, these damn scalpers, dude.
All right, let me change this camera. I like that they did the Spider-Man car.
Yeah, yeah. It looks good. Painted up.
He's like, oh shit's about to go down. Beep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they
They
have
know how
like
to milk that.
all
Disney
those
knows
different
how to milk
races
that
of
shit.
aliens in that scene. That was dope.
Yeah.
Because you've never seen Gamorrean. Have you seen Gamorreans in any other movie? Like without all their Jabba vests.
No,
So
no.
they're just like
Little
gladiator.
chubs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that part was cool. There's like other Zabraks. The
I wanted
Darth-
to see what those little animals were when he with the red eyes.
Yeah.
They didn't really show those, right?
No, it's
Like,
just the eyes in the beginning opening
yeah,
scene.
yeah. I wanted
and,
to see
and
what
that.
those were.
And I was wondering, did you watch Rebels at all?
A little bit, not too much.
Because there's like a lot of graffiti on those walls, when he's walking down the street.
Oh
they
yeah,
paint.
yeah.
And Sabine Wren is like a big graffiti artist.
Uh-huh.
She does all the decals for like the Ghost team. So I don't know if they're on Lothal where Ezra's from.
Oh,
They don't
okay.
really say it, but maybe we're just reaching as Star Wars fans.
No, no, I don't think at this point there's no more reaching.
All
They
right.
make everything. They find a way to fit everything in.
This actually has a holster, which is really
That's
surprising.
clean.
This is surprising for
Yeah.
like a kid's toy, man.
These toys are actually really nice, man. I haven't seen anyone really shoot with them either, but I'm sure they shoot nice.
You know why I'm into this line? And Sergeant Bananas, when he was on, we talked about how he did the original Disney Infinity figures. I don't know if you remember the game.
Yeah,
It was just
I
one
do.
static
He took them
figure.
off the stands.
Yeah,
I have a box full of them, man,
yeah.
because I had them for my kid.
And then that got killed, and then now I have this little base that does nothing.
I did one shot with it with Rapunzel
Yeah.
and Deadpool. Yeah. If you look on my IG, it's somewhere in there.
Like
I did.
Rapunzel and one
just
shot, and
messing
then
around.
Deadpool and another shot, or both.
No, together. I think I did that as soon as Disney bought Fox
Yeah.
and Deadpool was coming over.
How far do I have
I
to
just
scroll?
had that. Shouldn't be too far. I don't have too many. I only have like 400 photos on my thing. Some
Yeah,
people have
so
like
Johnny was able to
thousands of
create the
photos.
scene around those figures that look really good, and
Yeah,
like just to build off of the pose that they were in.
right.
And I love the style, the art style of these. So, yeah, I'm in for these. A few of these. I have a Rey, Kylo Ren. I think I have a Vader somewhere. I have all of the Star Wars ones. Oh no, that's the
Oh, you do?
Infinity figures, not the
I
actual
wanted to
toy
army
models.
build those, the stormtroopers,
Oh
but
yeah,
it was just, it would have been a hassle.
just stick with the Black Series. So you
Yeah.
guys can see here, Al has done a lot of awesome shots. This is you at SDCC 2019. Yes, and you were filming
Yeah,
you're
last
doing a
year.
documentary, right?
Yeah. So I got a lot of the interviews done. I wanted to keep going. You know, I wanted to do more this year, but no SDCC, no going out at
Yeah.
all. Yeah, man. I wanted to do, they have WonderCon here. That's like a warm up to SDCC. And WonderCon is right here at the Disney Convention Center.
Right.
I wanted to do a few more, like, you know, I wanted to get some more cosplays and get some more interviews, but COVID hit in March and shut it all down. So that shit is on the back burner right now.
And if you don't want to talk about it, it's cool. If it's like hush hush until you release it. Is it
No,
just
no, no. It's not at all. It's just a documentary for collectors, you
about
know,
collectors
the
and like
community,
conventions and stuff?
about everything, mostly collectors, you know, because it was a niche thing,
Yeah.
right? And it was like, it was so small. The community was so small, but now it's everywhere. And all these like toy photography, you know, people who are known in the community, all of these big companies have their eyes on them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they hit them up all the time, and they're taking photos for them for product shots and things like that. So it's blown up, man.
Yeah.
They literally cater what they design and make towards toy photography now. We never had accessories, and you know, like it would have never went that route before. They're making dios now.
Yeah,
You know?
man.
Yeah, this photo. Yeah, so I mean, it's a huge community.
Yeah, it's good. Like the smaller companies were making dios, and then now Hasbro is doing. They have the
Hmm.
3 3/4 inch Tantive from Star Wars, and then
They made a Millennium Falcon.
That's gonna
Do you
be
have
huge.
it?
Diorama?
No, the Falcon, that the $400 Falcon.
Oh no, 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 no! I don't have space for that, brother. It's
If I see it, I might be so tempted to get that shit, dude.
I get it. I mean, like I
It's
understand. There's
so big.
definitely the
Yeah,
temptation. It's beautiful,
but I
but
haven't seen it anywhere though.
over there I have the Legacy AT-AT, and it's like
Oh,
two
nice.
and a half feet tall. It's a shelf
Yeah,
right now.
yeah.
It's holding up stuff.
That's crazy.
And then I
Yeah,
got
man. These companies, they know what these people want now. You know. I remember the TIE Fighter, the first one,
I
the black TIE Fighter.
the First Order one, yeah.
Yeah,
And
I saw
those,
it for like $20 at Ross.
bro, I saw that. I've seen posts of Ross like
Yeah,
overstocked on those. They were
yeah,
$50 here, and I still sold mine because I don't know what to do with it. I saw someone make a side
yeah.
coffee table out of it. It's hilarious.
Yeah, man, there's no room for that. That thing will just sit in the garage somewhere.
Yeah, so if I have to make space for a Millennium Falcon and friggin' two Sentinels, like that's not gonna fly.
Yeah, I have one Sentinel on the way, and that's enough for me. I don't even know where I'm gonna put that thing. I think it's like a little child.
Well, when the baby grows up and the crib is freed up, you can just
Put it in there.
do a diorama in there. You build a little
I'll
X
hold it around
mansion.
like this. You guys want to see my little Sentinel?
Um, are there any toys that you've been itching to shoot that you haven't yet? Like, which one is the top? I know you have a whole bunch, and you got a lot of things in your mind grapes.
That's the thing. Like, I buy stuff, but then I'm always like, when I want to shoot like shit that I haven't shot before.
Yeah.
I used to be like, oh, I want to buy that and I want to shoot that now. Like before, but that was like that's gone now. Like I always have like things in my mind where I'm like, oh, I've never shot that before. Like the hand thing. Like I've never shot hand ninjas with like Electra and shit like that. So that, and what was it? There was another thing I wanted to shoot, the Hellfire Club. It's kind of not really like mainstream because it's so flooded. Like when new shit comes out, it's literally that's the only thing everyone shoots.
Yeah, everyone has the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Did you get the box set?
If you go on the yeah, I got it. Yeah. That one's really nice.
The figures and just the setup itself that thing's a beauty.
The whole thing was nice, yeah. Even the Logan and Professor X was nice.
Oh, the old
yeah, the Logan, yeah. Someone said, how hard will it be to shoot the Sentinel? That thing is huge, man. I don't have a diode to fit that thing.
You first of all, you have to make sure your wife's not doing a test that week to get ready for the setup.
Yeah, seriously.
How hard? Yeah, I mean, then you got to think about diodes. Maybe if you don't have a diode, just do like the all white background.
You got to do an over the shoulder shot, looking down. Yeah,
there's different ways, and like I talk about this all the time. Like you have an idea for a shot for toy photography, that's never your first angle.
Yeah.
Right. You got to do like hundreds of different angles. Has your work or your schooling, eliminated or reduced the number of like trial and error angles that you have when you're doing toy shots?
No, for me, it's more like I'm always I try to like visualize the shot beforehand. I think that came from not trying to waste time.
Okay.
When I was actually done, or when I'm sitting down and actually shooting. So like I'll pre-visualize the scene in my head. So, I know exactly how I want it set up. And then once it's set up, I know what I want to shoot. I just need to shoot it the way I see it. Sometimes, like there'll be wiggle room and I'll mess around with it and try different things. But usually I see it before I even shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that carried over into like storyboarding and things like that too.
I have the shot up right now of the 2 Westworld figures that you did.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't like it. It's always embarrassing.
No,
Sorry, I didn't like all your shots, Al.
Oh man.
But yeah, like we both watch Westworld, and I have these figures. I haven't touched it yet. Are you gonna buy Wave 2?
Yeah, I'm trying to get Bernard. He's in my cart in Amazon.
Oh, Amazon! I always get it through like Comic Shop or.
No, man, check Amazon. They have all of them. I think they have Bernard. They have what's his name?
You guys have the bloody variant too, right? Or Teddy?
Yeah, Teddy. They have Teddy up there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you buy? We both watched. We're both Game of Thrones fans. Did you buy the McFarlane figures?
No, dude. But hold on real quick.
Oh boy.
My wife has never bought me a toy, right? Because she knows I'll fucking do it on my own anyway.
Yeah.
And she doesn't even know where to start. But the only thing she ever bought me was this shit.
The Tyrion.
Yeah. The only thing was this little Tyrion.
I think I have. Yeah, I have them on my shelf too. Those weren't.
You have all of them?
No, I sold most of those. I have all the
Yeah.
McFarlane ones because I think they look great.
The McFarlane ones are nice.
They don't pose well, but
Yeah, they don't. I have Jon Snow and what's her name?
Daenerys or Arya.
Yeah, Daenerys.
And
I just have those two.
I'm
That's
sure
it.
you can get those on clearance later on, like just for
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you want to get the whole set, it would be totally worth it. Because Daenerys comes with it's really cool the little chessboard pieces of every house that she has on her map. That's cool.
Yeah. That was
Uh,
cool.
and Arya is like the most badass version of her, right?
Yeah.
The
The
night
she
king.
has all the fucking dirt in her face.
Yeah, that's like all of her scenes because she was.
Yeah.
But does it kind of sucks that what did McFarlane only have the license for a year or like I don't know what's going on. They only did those four.
He probably did a test trial and then he just said fuck it.
Maybe it didn't sell well enough, so he didn't want to renew the license. Maybe if he put
That might be it too.
more Batman into that first wave of Game of Thrones, he would have made
Oh
the
my
money.
god.
Because like there's dragons.
I can't do McFarlane, man. That guy is just full of himself.
He had because they had little. It's not Mega Blocks. It was like a building set type of
Yeah.
thing, and he had
It was Mega Blocks.
Mega Blocks Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he had that too. Well, I know McFarlane had it because I had a set of the throne room where it was the throne.
hmm
There was a wall with like a stained glass window, and it
Right.
and it looked pretty cool. I used it in one shot, and it looked decent. But I was hoping, well, like if you wanted a Game of Thrones line, who would you want to make it? What company?
To make the Game of Thrones.
Yeah, toy line.
Damn, probably SH Figure Arts or Mayfex.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Or no. I would go with Mezco.
Yeah,
I'd be down for Mezco to do it, especially because of all the soft goods.
the soft goods and I like the costumes would be translated better from Mezco.
Yeah. I
the
think they could do it justice.
that could be pricey though.
But you have all these third party companies now that
Yeah.
are in the mix. Like the Neo, Matrix Neo,
Yes.
that just came out, the one. Dude, they killed it with that one.
Do you have that?
Yeah, I have it.
How's the face like?
It's
Are you-
good. It's as close as you're gonna get without paying him. You know what I mean? Like, you know they don't have the rights to do it.
Yeah, for
but
sure.
it's coming from China, so what are they
They
gonna
don't
do?
care. They
You know?
don't care. I don't care. That's
Are
my
we all
people.
breaking the law for buying that shit from coming over? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
what are they gonna do?
Yeah, I've seen that one, and that's really good for.
And they're
112.
they're the same company that's doing what is it? The Last of Us,
Right.
Joel and Ellie.
Yeah.
Man, that one's gonna be so good too. That 2-pack,
Did you ever play
dude.
the multiplayer on the first version?
No, I never played the multiplayer. I heard it was good though.
Because we play COD, right? Like we
Yeah.
both play Modern Warfare, and
Yeah.
they had an online version which is like team deathmatch, but you don't get that much ammo. You get maybe like 4 bullets the whole match,
Mhm.
but you would
Damn, that's
find
crazy.
like a tin can and a thing of nails in team deathmatch, and then you could craft like
Oh, that's cool.
like a shrapnel, and it's
yeah,
really
yeah.
like you couldn't take that much damage. It was really like they're trying to be as real life as possible, but
Wait, did you get a PS5?
no, I don't have time for that. All right,
I'm counting down right now. Got
Oh,
7
yeah,
days.
you got- I wanted to show this
Yeah.
screenshot real quick because
Yeah.
you know how Facebook streams for people playing video games,
Yeah.
and this one came up today for The Last of Us Part 2. This is the screenshot that they went with. Hold on, I'm gonna zoom it up in here. And I'll show you over here. Can you see?
Holy shit! What the hell?
Why would they choose this screenshot? to represent the game.
For where? What? Where is that?
This is on Facebook. It says right there, suggested live gaming video, and it's just like I haven't played the
Holy
game,
shit.
but is it just like the one sex scene in the game that they used as the thumbnail? It makes
Dude,
no sense.
that sex scene caught me off guard, man.
Oh, it's a thing. I haven't played. I want to know what the
Oh,
story.
you haven't
about
played
later
part
on.
2?
No, I don't have any Sony anymore.
Oh, they had a full on CGI sex scene, bro. That shit caught me off guard.
But like, if you want the thumbnail to be representative of what your game is, like, why would they choose that?
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't even know what the hell that was if I saw it. The crazy thing is, I was playing The Last of Us with my kids, and I'm so glad I didn't stumble upon that scene while I was with my kid. 'Cause that shit came out of nowhere.
Really?
I would have had to throw the controller at the TV screen to shut that shit off.
Tell Alexa to turn that shit off. But you have
Dude, that shit was.
you have the thing on pre-order, PS5,
Yeah,
and it comes out. What is it? 6 days?
on the 12th.
Okay, yeah.
7 days. They already sent me my controller. My one
Yeah, I saw you
controller.
posted a picture.
Yeah,
I don't,
it's nice, sleek.
I don't know why
It's
did
gonna
they
get
do that?
dirty
They
as
sent
hell,
like
though.
release the controller first.
Yeah, they sent out all the accessories first.
Very strange.
Yeah, and then send out all the PS5s on time. Crazy.
There's some people talking about Coco made them cry, Terrence. I'm gonna have to watch this. I have Disney Plus. I'll go watch it soon.
Watch it, man. It's a good movie. Probably one of the better movies they've had in a long time.
Really? Born to Hula 27. What's going on? He says Rebels was Dave Filoni. Also, not much of a reach. Yeah, that guy knows Star Wars. So bringing him on and having like Ahsoka coming up, like that's huge Dave Filoni influence. I can't wait for Ahsoka to show up. Vintage collection Falcon. I don't think I can do $400 Falcon, and then $1 million for a PS5. This shit is too much. And then Razor Crest. Razor Crest is ending. Oh, it's already ended, right? I think it's already ended.
Ronald said he had his WonderCon passes. I had mine too, man. I had a press pass this time.
Oh, damn.
I was supposed to be able to. Yeah, dude. I was supposed to get a press pass. Talk to as many people as I possibly could.
And get free stuff?
They don't really have too much at WonderCon. They have like 1 or 2 exclusives.
What is the main theme for WonderCon?
It's literally just like a soft warm up con for SDCC.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like 2 months before SDCC. So they have it's really just there for they do have like celebrities come out, like big celebrities.
Okay.
They do like show premieres and things like that. So it's kind of a scaled down. But it is a big deal though because they hold it at the Disney convention.
Dope, man. Do you have anything else that you want to open? I think we're gonna wrap it up. Maybe like 5-10 minutes.
Yeah. That's it. The Dark Knight. Let me see. Crack this one open. Just wanted to swap them real quick.
Yeah, a lot of people like that more than the Hush Batman.
Yeah. This one actually worked for me. I like the size. I'm telling you, man, these Mafex is just killing it, dude. Who would have thought? Yeah, see, I wish the cape was like this.
Mm-hmm.
It falls better, right? You have this, right?
No, I didn't end up getting that one.
See how it's... Oh, you don't? Yeah, you see how the cape isn't all bunched up on the shoulders?
Right.
Or it looks a lot more natural when you pull it down.
When you pull it down, like firm like that.
Yeah.
Looks more like conform to a silhouette there.
Right. Yeah. But the Hush one, it's like puffy.
Yeah, I get it. I kind of like I
Yeah.
like the Hush one for myself. I feel like the cape itself is like a whole second character that you
Oh
have to.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, for sure. It shoots well. I've seen a lot of people take nice photos of it.
I don't think I pulled the trigger on this one because that's probably not in like my top 5 Batman versions. Plus, I have the Mezco one.
Right.
That was their first 112 figure, so I'm like, I don't really. Actually, that's a dumb.
This is
That's a
what I
dumb
wanted to
reason.
do.
Which head is that?
I'm not sure. It's just a custom head.
Oh, okay.
There's so many good custom heads online now. I saw one of Fisk, Kingpin, Netflix Fisk.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna order that, paint it up.
Do you see D Amazing use the Joe Fixit body as a new suit for Kingpin?
Yeah.
That was so funny. Because I bought the bath piece off my friend, and then that picture came out, and then he's like, damn, I just sold a leg. And then I
Yeah.
just closed the chat. I was just like, doo doo doo. Thanks, Ray. Thank you, buddy.
I know.
Um,
Yeah, man.
so before we wrap up, I'm gonna give you a few minutes to think about this while we wrap up. Being the crazy year that 2020 has been, and
Yeah.
you know, you got elections ending. The votes could be coming in anytime soon. The world might end in the next day or two. Who knows? 2020 is crazy. What are
Yeah.
your top 3 figures of the year so far? And if you can't do 3, choose one. Choose one, because there's been a lot. There's been way too
Three.
much stuff this year.
Across the board, import everything.
Yeah, man. Whatever you want to choose. Doesn't have to be like the best articulation. Doesn't have to be whatever you know your criteria is. Maybe you like it the most based on the character.
Um, yeah,
Oh,
that's kind of hard.
while you think about it, earlier I saw a comment from Johnny. It said, "How do you feel about Megalopolis?"
Oh my God, man, those guys
You didn't
talk
end up
about.
getting your shit, right?
They did. They finally sent me a refund,
Oh, okay.
but that was like pulling teeth out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I didn't even want the money. I didn't want a refund. I just wanted people to know how shitty of a customer service they had.
Yeah.
And then if it was just me, it'd be one thing. And like I'm not about trying to like badmouth people. They came online and they said they're gonna try and revamp everything. So hopefully they do, right?
Yeah.
But in my mind, the damage was done because it wasn't just if it was like a handful of people, okay, fine. Companies, they can fall behind this and that. It was hundreds of people.
Yeah.
I mean, when I posted stuff, there were people messaging me. So like, you can't just treat your customers like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because
And
your
I really
story,
hope
I
they
remember reading
revamp.
it before
Mhm.
D Amazing made his post and like it blew up even more.
Yeah, I hope they revamp it, man. And I hope they figure it out. It's crazy. So someone said Beskar's Black Series Mondo is he
Mandalorian.
has he has his list.
Yeah.
NECA Super Shredder. NECA. Oh yeah. I didn't get any of those NECAs.
I haven't
Let me
received them.
think.
I ordered them.
I think the best figure of the year. It has to be. It's probably this Dark Knight one.
Damn. That was
Yeah.
that was like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah. Messing with this Dark Knight. It's a legit figure, man. Especially because it's an obscure figure.
You think so?
It's not like mainstream, you know.
I
They
have
tried to do it before.
Mafex or somebody else.
Actually, no. I take it back. Neo.
Oh, Neo.
Yeah. For me, that one. Because I mess with that figure, and that figure is legit. It's better. The soft goods are nice. The details on it, the figure itself is nice.
Yeah.
The accessories, legit. It's not a Marvel or anything like that, you know. But if they make more of those, I'll be grabbing all of them. I need a Morpheus and a Trinity.
Oh, that would be cool. Can we just get a Morpheus with that armchair so we can stop looking for the McFarlane one and overpaying for that shit?
I have that chair,
Damn
luckily. But you know that the Chateau?
Yeah.
The white one?
Yeah.
I had that too.
Yeah,
and this was before I was like a heavy collector.
Yeah.
Like I had that just to have it. When I was moving, I threw it in the trash. Like just straight up. I took it outside and I was like,
damn.
I don't have room for this. I just chucked it.
Oh,
and then
man.
I became a toy collector and everyone has it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I threw that. The only thing I kept was the chair because the chair got mixed in with my kids' toys. I threw Morpheus away. I threw Neo and the fucking...
Well, the figures were trash.
The henchmen away. Yeah. But still, like, I just chucked it.
They're like McFarlane toys now. Like, there's like the base pose, but you can move an arm and a leg that, you know, didn't make it.
Yeah, those weird cuts.
Yo, Terrence in the chat, he found the Chateau in a local ad for $10, bro. Used.
That's
10.
crazy. That had to be back in the day.
No, like last month.
Recently?
Yeah.
No way.
Well, I mean, your neighborhood, someone would have found it in the trash for free, so that would have been better than $10.
Yeah, I know, right?
But like the thing with that set, it's not wide enough, it's not tall enough.
Yeah.
You're very limited with your angles, unless you, like I've seen.
But it's nice though. It's a nice set though. Yeah.
Absolutely.
The detail.
You have to extend to like the left side of it when you're looking at it to expand the scene.
Yeah. But just to have it to use as a setup.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Like all your X-Men Xavier shots or some sort of Wayne Manor stuff.
Batman. Yeah.
But it's always somebody coming down the stairs.
Yeah.
You can't. That's the main focus of it.
So funny.
I love that you can put the statue together, like all the pieces fit together.
That was cool.
But then there's also, when I bought it, it's missing some of the clear pegs, but like to create the effect that it was breaking.
Yeah.
I think that.
But it had like a weapon, right? Didn't it come with like little weapons? Yeah. And the shield.
Yeah. I have those in a bag.
That was really cool.
My friend Drew says, would you get the Mafex light blue and gray TDK version as well, or are you just happy with the black and gray version? And Drew is going to be
that 2-pack.
Yeah, you ordered the 2-pack?
Yeah. With him and Robin, for sure. And I think I got the other one too, the damaged one.
Right. Oh, I think he said something.
Yeah.
He says, I'm waiting for the beat up triumphant version with the light blue and gray.
Yep.
And
getting all of it.
Has anyone taken pictures with it with the that mutant leader from Mezco?
I think so.
Do they scale?
I think so. No. Oh, actually, I think he might be a little bit bigger, but that's fine.
Yeah.
I think I've seen someone take pictures with it. But I'm sure they'll make those. And the armored Batman and the Superman from The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was Brandon, who does the Batman Articulated series. He shoots a lot of those DC collectibles. They just launched they just put out a new line. I think it's their last line because the company shut down.
Right.
Batman New Adventures. It's like characters who weren't in the show.
Oh, okay.
But they did the figures in that art style. So there's a Nightfall Azrael, there's a Red Hood, and there's the Batman with the armor when he fights Superman.
Nice.
So those are pretty cool too. Those just came out.
Yeah. Those figures are nice. They just don't articulate well.
No. Which is unfortunate, but unfortunate Oh, my camera battery died.
For the streaming?
No, the Sony.
For the
How?
YouTube?
No. Yeah. Hold on 1 second. Laptop is still here. The battery for my camera, because I was doing some photos the other day, and I think I maybe
Oh, okay.
left it
Oh,
on.
yeah, I see it. Battery exhausted.
How
I
embarrassing.
guess I guess that's the cue.
Yeah, man. That's a sign from the camera gods. But yeah. Before we go, has opening these toys, you know, given you like a drive or motivation to go set something up real soon, or
Oh
using
yeah, for
one of
sure,
these
dude.
toys?
It's always good to like get them out of the box. I'm not a mint in card collector at all. I want to know what I have, what I
Yeah,
paid for. I didn't pay for a box. I paid for the product. I want to have it in my hand, and having it in your hand is always that extra motivation, to
yeah.
shoot. Because if I wasn't a toy photographer, I wouldn't ever collect.
No.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't. Yeah,
Well, thank you very much for hopping on here. We've been chatting for a while,
appreciate
but
it,
we
man.
haven't really had a conversation like this, so has been really awesome. Appreciate that.
Yeah, appreciate you having me on, man.
Yeah, man.
For
I know
sure.
you're busy dude with the family and everything, so I appreciate your time and bringing your toys on and sharing them with me and everyone here in the chat. I'm sure they like to hear your perspective on your photography and all that stuff too.
Appreciate it, man.
Yo, thank you
Good
so.
chilling.
Yeah, man. You gotta go do stuff. I gotta go do adult stuff. Also, everyone in the
Yeah,
chat, thank you for tuning in. You're here every week. I'm here every week because I keep buying toys, so I appreciate you guys too. Next week I have Ernie, the Fallen Fett from the Toy Migos. So make sure you are subscribed, and you can see he's a mint on card collector for the most part. So I'm a little curious as to what he's going to be bringing to the table, or how I'm going to fill some content with the show if he's a mint on card collector. But he's a big Star
make
Wars
them.
fan. Yeah, we're going to talk Star Wars for sure. So thank you very much. I will see you guys. Oh, make sure you follow Al if you aren't already on Instagram. His information is already down below because I'm professional like that. Not really. And I'll see you guys next Thursday. Peace. Oh, outro.